Hello guys, let's try to solve GMAT verbal questions. So first questions is about the corporate officer. Last year was an unusually poor one for our chemical division, which has traditionally contributed about 60% of the corporation's profits. It is therefore encouraging that there is the following evidence that the pharmaceutical division is growing stronger. It contributes 45% of the corporation's profit, up from 20% at the previous year. So on the basis of this argument, let's look at the question. On the basis of the facts stated, which of the following is the best critique of the evidence presented above? So in this is types of questions where we have to again the argument. So the summary of argument is that the fact stated that certain company which contains a chemical division as well as pharmaceutical division is evaluating the annual performance of each division based on their contribution to overall profits of the company. So the argument says that it is an encouraging sign for them that the contribution of pharmaceutical division to their total profits has rise from 20% to 45%. So especially when their chemicals divisions, which has traditionally contributed around 60% of the profits, has underperformed. Based on these facts, the company conclude that the pharmaceutical division is growing stronger. So our aim in this question is that the phrase critique the evidence indicates that we are required to critically or objectively analyze the given evidence. So and its implications toward the company argument, we are therefore required to weaken the given arguments. Since this is a weakened question, we all required to prove that the um, conclusion of the argument is wrong. Therefore we have to prove that the increase in the percentage that the pharmaceutical division represents in the total profits may not be interpreted as an actual improvement in the performance of the company, or pharmaceutical division itself, not the company. Okay, so let's look at the options. Option 1 is that the increase in the pharmaceutical division contribution to corporation profits could have resulted largely from the introduction of a single important new product. So the fact that the increase in pharmaceutical division contribution could have resulted from the introduction of a single new product is diverting from the aim of weakening the argument. It is ambiguous in the sense that the new product introduced could be from any of the division of the company, whether pharmaceutical, chemical, or other division, which can lead to multiple interpretations regarding its bearing on the argument. So it can therefore be eliminated on grounds of containing open-end facts which do not clearly establish the relationship between the required components. So we have to eliminate the option A, and let's see to the option B. In multi divisional corporation that have pharmaceutical division, over half of the corporation's profits usually comes from pharmaceutical. So the fact that in other multi-divisional corporation that have pharmaceutical divisions, over half of the corporation's profits usually comes from the pharmaceuticals, in fact strengthen the argument. It indicates that indeed pharmaceutical division usually perform well. So this option does exactly opposite of what we are supposed to prove. We need to weaken the argument, and these options strengthen the argument. So we have also cancel the option B. Let's look at the option C, where the percentage of the corporation's profit attributed to the pharmaceutical division could have increased even if that division's performance had not improved. So here is this point provides some weakening arguments. Let's say this is option states that even if the contribution of pharmaceutical division to overall profit increase, it cannot be taken for granted that performance will have also increased. This logic is potential error in the reasoning of the argument, as it suggests that maybe all the divisions of the company could have had a poor performance, but other divisions could have performed much worse than the pharmaceutical division. So so these options provides us the proper weakening statement. So this is the correct answers. Although let's look to the other options, where option details that the information cited does not make it possible to determine whether 20% share of profit site was itself an improvement over the year before. So the option stated that it is not possible uh, whether 20% share of profit site itself an improvement or not, comparing to the previous year. So this logic is totally irrelevant to our aim, since the tax required us to compare to the percentage contribution to profitability only within a time duration of specific 2 years. So these options goes cancels. Also in third option, this option states that it is not possible to compare the performance um, of the chemical and pharmaceutical division in terms of the percentage of the total profits. So this option is also irrelevant to the discussion, since our aim is to weaken the interpretation of the change in profitability percentage. So the correct answer for the question number 1 is C, and so that we have to choose the question number option number C for this answer. And let's look at another answer, where it is a short critical reasoning question. Let's see. um, uh, when people predict that a certain result will not take place unless a certain action is taken, they believe that they have learned that the prediction is correct when the action is taken and the result occurs. On reflection, however, it often becomes clear that the result admits of more than one interpretation. So, question is, which of the following, if true, best supports the claim above? So, we have five options. Uh, let's find out our aim. Since this question is strengthened questions, which is required to prove the conclusion as a true, so we therefore have to prove that the prediction need not necessarily link one causative event with one outcome, and that